Hey guys, it's me, Dakota, back with another video, and this topic is going to be emotionally abusive relationships. Now, first, I am going to give you 9 signs of emotional abuse, and then I'm going to give you my own story. Hopefully, I don't cry, because that would be very embarrassing, but it is normal for you to cry. Um, but yeah. Okay, so there's this website, I probably will link it down below, where I got these. Usually you can find them anywhere, to be honest. The first time I found it was on Tumblr, and then you can find it on probably We Heart It, to be honest. I found it on Facebook too, so I mean it's around a lot. So a lot of people don't talk about emotional abuse because, well, honestly, I don't know why. Um, I think it's because they don't, like, when they think about abusive relationships, they think physical. And it could be physical or emotional or both, which could really suck. Okay, so one, you're on a daily emotional roller coaster. One minute your significant other is loving, and the next pushing you for not doing things correctly. This is a major red flag. Um, I'm just gonna like scam through it, by the way. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. They isolate you. It's one thing for your spouse to love spending a quality time with you, but then the person you're with starts isolating you from family and friends. That's a problem. Um, Issues of jealousy. An emotional abusive partner or spouse isn't just jealous of the people you're closest with, but also your dreams and goals because they want to control all the aspects of your life. Arguments tend to escalate quickly. Occasionally, arguments are not uncommon in relationships and are not always unhealthy, but arguments in emotional abusive relationships are. By the way, these could be friendship also, like friendship, it doesn't have to be, with your significant other. It can be with your friend or it can be with a family member. Just like to keep that in mind. And if they are doing that, you should definitely talk to them about that. If it's a family member or if something like that, I would talk about it and tell them what they're doing is not okay. Um, Maybe as a partner and spouse will use any tactic they can to keep you down, including threats or violence as a way to assert their dominance over you. By the way, you don't have to have all of these for emotional abusive relationship. It can just be some. Constant put down. No matter what you do in the relationship, it's never right and it's never enough. When you talk to them, especially about your accomplishments, they put you down and make you feel small for the decisions you made. You go out of your way to make them happy. Nothing's wrong with wanting to keep your significant other happy, but when you find yourself pleading for their happiness, there's an issue. You feel trapped. Helplessness in an ever-present emotionally abusive relationship. Oftentimes, abusive partners will try controlling all aspects of your life. And this is the last one. You start believing you're the problem. After all the arguments and put downs, you start believing that you're not worth any more than the abuse. This is simply, I can't say that word, so I'm just gonna stop there. This video is probably gonna be long because it's already at 4 minutes, so that's great. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about my experience of an emotional abuse. At first I didn't know if it was emotional, like I had questioned it, and then I saw a post on Tumblr and I felt like it was an emotional abuse. And I could have done something, but I was really close to this person and I didn't want to let them go. And you can feel that, you know. You can feel that. But yeah. Anyways, Okay, anyways, on continuing the story of, okay, so I met this person um very long ago. It was over online. I I started talking to them and they seemed really sweet. They honestly did. And they had catfished someone before though. And I should have seen that as a sign of not to get involved with them, but I did anyways, and I really liked them afterwards, and then we started to date. Now, after a while, our relationship started getting a little bit bumpy, and I blamed myself because that's natural for you to blame yourself. Um, After that had happened, okay, sorry, my lighting. I'm trying to fix it. Okay, there we go. So after that had happened, I just, I don't know. I felt really incomplete and I felt useless. I had so many feelings and they would always get mad at me. Okay, so here's the thing. I would go live on Facebook because you can do that. And I got really excited because my friend like was commenting or whatever, and I haven't spoken to that friend for a little while, and they went absolutely bonkers over that. Like they were so pissed, and I was like, dude, calm down. We're just friends. We're nothing more. And it was just the jealousy, and this isn't the first time that this had happened. Every time I posted a picture of myself or I went live, a lot of people would compliment me and be like, "Oh, you're so pretty," or "Oh, you're so handsome," or all these kind of stuff. And this person would get so mad at me for posting a picture of me or going live, and then people complimenting me was like, making it worse or something. And I just didn't understand what I was doing wrong because I felt like I wasn't doing anything wrong, which I wasn't. But they made me feel like I was doing something wrong. And they isolated me and they made me feel trapped. And I just never liked that feeling. Our relationship was very toxic, and I didn't realize that. I didn't really realize that because I was naive and I didn't really see the signs of an abusive relationship. And a lot of people go through abusive relationship without realizing it, and that really sucks because no one deserves that. And I had stayed this person for like a while, and then they broke up with me, and I literally cried for almost a month over this breakup. I had never cried so much over a breakup because I didn't see what the point was of crying, but when they broke up with me, I cried so bad. I cried so much. Literally, I don't know why. I was crying and crying and crying. And then, we became friends because I wanted them to be in my life still. Now, the abusive, emotional abusive still continued even though we were friends. It still continued. And I'm not the first victim. There's more victims that had to come forward to me and told me what they had did to them. I probably should name them. Okay, I'm gonna name her Becca because it's a girl. Yeah. So Becca, she would message me and complain about her life or whatever, and I would be there and be supportive. And I'd be like, "Listen, I'm always here for you. You can count on me. I'm here. Okay?" My room is turning different colors on the thing. Okay, anyways, so that had happened, and they would block me, and I'd be like, "Hey, I don't know what I did," and they would pick fights with me over simple things, and I just didn't understand what I did wrong, and I would never understand what I did wrong. Now, they had blocked me so many times. lost count, and they would always come back to me saying, I'm sorry, my ex made me do that. And I'm just like, oh, it's fine. Whatever, I'm used to it. I put up their bullshit so much that I was just done. I messaged her. I messaged Becca on Instagram, and I was like, listen, I want to be friends, and I'm trying so hard to be your friend, but you're not allowing that, and I don't know what to do. So I want you to stop messaging me, and I want you to back off. And then I blocked her. And I don't know if she saw the message, or if the message, sent to her in any way, because the blocking thing, it changed. So I didn't really know she had gotten the message. So yeah. And then Becca messaged me on Facebook, and I literally had a panic attack. I never, ever in my entire life would think I would have a panic attack because someone has messaged me. And I hated it. I hated that so much. I was on FaceTime with my friend Mackenzie at the time. I mean, he's still my friend. But when Becca had messaged me, and my chest felt so tight. And I never ever want to have that feeling again just because someone had messaged me. Because someone I despise and that I don't care about, and that hurt me so badly to message me, and I don't want that feeling anymore. So Mackenzie had called me down, and then I messaged Becca, and I was like, Becca, listen, okay? I want you to open your ears, open your eyes, read my message clearly. I do not want to be your friend anymore. You put me through a lot of bullshit. You made me feel useless. You made me feel pathetic. You made me feel like I couldn't have any friends. I couldn't take any pictures. I couldn't post any pictures of me. I couldn't go live. I couldn't have friends. I couldn't do anything. And I felt trapped. I felt isolated. That is not okay. Okay, maybe I didn't say that, but I was just so done with her bullshit. So I literally bitched at her. And she got the message, and she was like, okay, I'm backing off now. And I was like, thank the fucking Lord. Her ex messaged me, and she would tell me that she was that she was a victim also. And I'm like, I really want to message Becca to tell her that this is not okay, because she thinks it's okay to take advantage of not little people, but younger people, and to emotionally abuse them, make them feel like they're not worth it, that they're freaking pointless, like useless or something. I don't get it. And it's really funny because she's not in college. She doesn't have a job. She stays at home on her computer 24/7. She doesn't do shit. I am doing shit. I take care of my sister. I clean the house because that's my job. I'm not in college yet because I haven't applied yet. But I'm moving, so I can't apply right now. And I don't have a job. Like a real job. I don't have a real job. Is what I'm saying. But I am gonna get a real job. But my point is, if you are in an abusive relationship, if you feel isolated, if you feel like you can't, like you keep crying and crying and crying over, stuff, and just you keep fighting with them over the simplest things. It's emotional. It's an emotional abuse, and you should really get out as soon as possible. Because once I was out, I cried for months, and every time I had talked about Becca, I would cry. Surprisingly, I'm not crying. Like, this is the first time I have talked about Becca without crying. Every time I had mentioned Becca, I would cry. And I wouldn't be able to control my emotions, and I would still cry. And I'm not crying right now because I'm done crying over Becca. Becca doesn't deserve my tears. Becca doesn't deserve anything towards me, because what she had put me through, was the worst thing ever. And I can never ever forgive her for that. She made me feel like a piece of shit. And I'm not gonna put myself through that again. I haven't healed myself fully from the experience I had with her. But I really do suggest that you should, like, if you were in an abusive relationship, that you should, you know, take time to yourself. Figure out what you want in life. Make a plan. Don't have a relationship quickly, because you'll start questioning, is this abusive relationship? Is this a toxic relationship? I don't know. Because, like, even though if you do know the signs, you still feel like it's an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship, because every little thing you have to think, you overthink about it, and it's a constant pain. It really is. Because you don't want to put yourself through that again. You don't want to go through that again. And you always question, why? Why did this happen to me? And, you know, it sucks that it did happen. But just know that you're not alone, and there are other people that have gone through this. By the way, thank you for, you know, watching my video. This is the first time I have talked about this. Actually, no, it's not. But I meant, like, on YouTube. This is the first time I talked about it without crying. And I am honestly so proud of myself for not crying. But yeah, thank you for watching, and this is all for now. I probably didn't, you know, do my story clearly because, you know, it's too painful. Either it's too painful, or it's just I'm running out of time, or I don't know what to say exactly. But yes, thank you for watching, and if you want more details on Becca, you can message me on my social medias, which is down below. Like, subscribe, all the fantastic stuff. But yeah, thank you guys. I love you so much. I'm always here for you. You can always message me. Lots of love. Bye!